dear friends. Hello everyone who is watching this channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Jane. In my channel, I speak a lot about mindset shifts and how you can transform your life through the change of your state of being, through the inner work and inner transformation. Today I decided to change a little bit the format of my videos, as most of my videos are educational and transformational. I speak about my passion. I speak about psychology. I speak about spirituality, something that I've been exploring for so many years. I have another big passion, and this passion is traveling. In the last 2 years, I've been constantly traveling. My life looked like a dream. And honestly, I've made this dream come true through the inner work and through my mindset shifts. Because before that, I've been living in London for so many years and I was very unhappy there in the last years when I was living there. I felt miserable, I was in depression, I felt like I'm not truly living this life. And then at some point I decided to move to Bali, and it was a radical shift in my life because I just left all my friends, my home, the environment which was comfortable to me, and came to this beautiful island all by myself. Of course, first I came and I had my mom with me, which was a beautiful time. And then I met a guy with whom we continued a beautiful journey together. This life that I've been dreaming about for so long, I've been writing in my journal every single day. I'm traveling a lot around the world. I manifested it. I created it, and I made it a reality. Of course, it was not only mindset shift, it was also action that I did. But action was impossible without me being ready for that mentally. As my biggest passion is traveling, I really regret that I didn't start my YouTube channel 2 years ago, because I visited so many unique places, but I guess it was not the right time. Today I decided to record you a vlog from my trip to Bali. I'm here again. I've been living for 3 months in Dubai, and now I am in Bali, the island of gods, how they call it, and to show you a little bit the lifestyle, my favorite places, to talk with you why I love Bali so much, what makes it so special for me, and maybe you can get inspired through my video by this beauty and also by my thoughts. Currently I'm staying in Ubud. I have 2 of my favorite areas in Bali, which is Ubud and Uluwatu. There's also another popular area which is called Canggu, which I like as well, but I wouldn't call it my favorite one. Currently I'm in Ubud, but then I will be traveling to Uluwatu, changing the environment, and these 2 places are very different. They hold different vibe. Ubud is a place where many people come who are searching for truth, who are searching for healing, who are searching for spiritual nourishment, let's say. This place is not for everyone. Not everyone really understands the vibe, but for me it's a very special place, and for some reason I feel like home here. I don't know why, it just resonates with me. Maybe because I'm so drawn to self-development, self-discovery, and this place holds the energy of healing and transformation. Each time when I'm in Ubud, I transform within. I transform my feminine energy. I change my state of being. I start feeling so much lighter, so much happier, so much fulfilled, because it's all about nature, yoga, nourishment, healing practices, and very good healing food as well. I love it. And the other place which I really love is called Uluwatu. Ulu is a completely different vibe, and I'm gonna try to record you another vlog when I will be there, show you my favorite places. But for now we are in Ubud, and I will show you around. Let's travel together. Let me show you a beautiful view of the tropical rain, which happens here every day. I don't know why. Usually May is good season because it shouldn't have rain. It's winter here in Bali and it should be more sun. But I love this day so much when it's rain, the tropical rain, because you feel so cozy and you just want to sit in your villa and read a nice book or watch a nice movie and just enjoy the sound, the view, and the atmosphere. Just listen to the sound. It's so soothing and so calming. So right now I came to one of my favorite cafes in Ubud, which is called Reina Jungla. It is located in the middle of the jungle. It's a very cool vibe. This is the place where many people come to just enjoy the nature, enjoy the present moment, and also work. I love the food in this place, and today I ordered a very special dish that they have, which is very Instagrammable. But it's not only Instagrammable, it is very tasty. At the beginning I thought that I will skip it because it's high in sugar and carbs, but then I decided, why not? We live once. I come here very rarely. It's a good time to try their most popular dish. I will show you as well. And today I am going to a very special event. That's why I decided to record this part for you to show you a little bit of my day. Today we'll be visiting Alchemy, the yoga center in which I go a lot when I'm in Ubud. There are many places to do yoga here, and the most famous ones are Alchemy and Yoga Barn. If you're in Ubud, check it out because both of them are super special. But my own favorite is Alchemy because of the design, and I love the teachers there. I personally know the teachers, and each time I feel so blessed there and so at peace. Okay, so this is the famous dish of this place. It's the toast with ricotta and strawberry jam. And the coolest thing is that they do the jam by themselves, so it is homemade and very, very tasty. It's delicious. So, coming back to today's event, I'm gonna go to a breathwork session. Breathwork is a special breathing technique which you use. I was shocked by the benefits that this practice gives you. So the benefits of this practice, the benefits of the breathwork is that you release a lot of stress and anxiety by connecting with your breath. You also slow down the thinking process, that's why you release anxiety, and you come inside your body. But most importantly, not only that, because we can also do that through meditation, right? If we connect to our body and we can stop this thinking process. But when you do the breath work, the most beautiful power of this practice is that you are actually releasing all the stored emotions that you have in your body and that maybe you didn't even know exist. Usually when something traumatic happens in our lives, we can work through our mind, right? We can release negative thoughts, negative patterns by doing inner work, by doing meditations as well. But the problem is that sometimes the pain from that traumatic experiences stays in our body and it doesn't allow us to fully move forward because the pain is there. And no matter how much you work with the mind, no matter how much journaling you've done or meditation you've done in order to release a certain situation, a certain event that caused you pain, this still affects you a lot. What has happened to me last week when I came to that breath work, it was truly magical because for a long time, for almost a year, I couldn't cry. I couldn't cry and I felt like a rock. Like I'm very strong and I can easily let go things that has happened to me. But the truth is that my body was storing all of those emotions within me, which I couldn't release because I couldn't cry. For some reason, my ability to cry was blocked. Maybe I numbed those emotions and told myself that you are not allowed to cry anymore. Because in my nature, I'm very sensitive and I cry a lot. And I love crying actually, because when I cry, I feel so much better. It helps me to release. When I cry, I let go easier. So when I was little, I was crying a lot. And I remember how my family members always were telling me, like, Jane, stop crying, you're so capricious, blah, blah, blah. And I was a little girl, and that was my way of coping with stress, of coping with sadness, with anxiety. So what has happened to me in the last year, I had a traumatic event that brought me a lot of internal pain, but I didn't release that pain, although I thought I let it go, because I've done meditations, I've done inner work, therapy that is related to that. But when I came to the breathwork in alchemy, in a place where I will show you today, when we started the practice, and there are different breathworks, so there are some intense where you breathe very fast and you release. I love this kind of breathwork, but in this type of breathwork is more gentle. You simply breathe slowly with your eyes closed, and you inhale and exhale, and you do that for hour and a half. And when you start doing that, something very interesting starts happening with your body, because first of all you start experiencing numbness in your hands, in your legs, and then because you're doing it with your eyes closed, you connect with your body so deeply. And then you connect to that part of your body which still stores the trauma. And when you connect to that part, you straight away understand what is this pain about. This is what has happened to me. I straight away got it. Like, I got why this is happening and what I have there. I even had a vision. And then by breathing into that pain, into that part of the body, you start feeling it. You start feeling the pain. And through the feeling, you are healing. Through that sensation, you allow yourself to let it go. And why so many people say, in order to heal something, you first need to feel it. Feel it to heal it. Because without feeling it, you will only store it deep in your body. And each time when you have traumatic reoccurring patterns, you will know that the pain is still there. So that's why breathwork is an amazing tool in order to release the stored pain. And last week I've been crying for the whole hour. I've been crying, I've been releasing, and this was actually not a painful process. This process was very freeing. This was very freeing. And after the session I felt so blissful, I felt so free, and I felt really connected with what I want in this life, my vision, my dreams, and I felt like I can move forward now after I released that pain. If you've never tried breathwork, I highly recommend you to find a place in your country, or if you will be traveling to Bali, visit Ubud and go to either alchemy or yoga barn and experience that yourself, because you can work a lot on your mind doing all of those meditations, but if there is a pain inside your body, it will always come back, and it will always prevent you from moving forward in your life. So today I will bring you to alchemy with me, and we'll show you the space, the area, and maybe we'll do a little talk after of how I feel this time. Let's do it. my favorite hotel in Ubud, which is called Four Seasons. And I visited this place the first time I came to Bali, which was 3 or 4 years ago when I came here for my birthday. And straight away I fell in love with the place because it is very secluded. The vibe, the atmosphere, the design of this place is of course 10 out of 10 because it is Four Seasons and they always do something amazing. But what makes this place so unique is of course this beautiful view on the jungle, and the territory of the hotel is so big. They have 2 different yoga shalas. They also have 2 restaurants. One is Indonesian and one is Mediterranean, which is right next to the river downstairs. So the vibe there is so special because basically you dine next to the big river and the jungle. And the most beautiful atmosphere and magic here, in my opinion, is during the sunset, when the sun is out, and also at night. When you go to that restaurant downstairs, you have a beautiful dinner next to the river in the nature, and then if the sky is clear, you look up and you see the sky full of stars. Highly recommend you to come to this place if you're in Ubud. Maybe even if you don't stay here, you can come here for the restaurant, for dinner, or to this amazing bar area, which I already showed you before. I'm drinking my favorite lemongrass iced tea, which is so popular here, and it is very healthy. They say that lemongrass iced tea is especially good for women's health, so they recommend it a lot for women. And when I first tried it, straight away I really fell in love with the taste. Maybe my body was craving it, so now when I'm coming to Bali, I drink lemongrass iced tea a lot because it is very fresh, it is natural, and it is so beneficial for your health. To summarize this vlog, of course I couldn't show you all of my favorite places because it's a lot here in Ubud, but probably the ones that I show I visit most often. This hotel is one of my favorite spots where I always feel so inspired about life. Each time I sit here, I look at the view and I really connect to my highest dreams and goals in life, my vision for life overall. Sometimes when you're feeling stuck, the best thing you can do is to travel somewhere very beautiful and come to that peaceful state of being where you're not in a rush, when you're not stressed and you're just observing, you're exploring. And through that exploration, you receive so much inspiration to move forward. You receive new ideas. For example, yesterday on the Breathwork, I saw a clear vision of how I want my life to be. I saw a clear vision of my relationships. I saw a clear vision for my purpose, what I want to do, what I want to share with this world, how I want to serve others, and what I want to create. And honestly, I was crying from happiness a lot, because when you're able to connect to your higher self, to that timeline, you start seeing the direction where you want to move, as well as you cultivate that state of being which you will experience once you're there. But in order to get there, you first need to cultivate that state of being within yourself. I kind of connected to that state that I need to maintain in order to come to the place which I received in my vision. I wanted to share with you a little bit of my thoughts regarding Bali. If you would like to visit Bali, what are the advantages of this place and what are the disadvantages, what you should be prepared for. Since I was living in Bali for 6 months, 1 year and a half ago, and I got an understanding what's the vibe and what are the advantages and disadvantages. One of the biggest advantages of life in Bali, or if you would like just to visit Bali, is that here you can truly feel at peace within yourself and find that state of tranquility within, because you are surrounded by a lot of nature, and overall the energy of the island is very calm, is very welcoming, and is very loving. I thought about it once I actually came here this time, why I feel so different when I come to Bali, or for example when I stay in Moscow or I stay in Dubai. If we compare it to masculine and feminine energy, this is a very interesting view. Moscow, for example, has a very masculine energy, the vibe of the place. If you want to really be in the rhythm of the city, you need to hustle a lot, you need to work, you need to achieve, you constantly need to be on the go, and this is the pace of the city. Same is in Dubai actually. After living there for 3 months, I realized that it's not the same as when you come there to the holidays. When you come there to the holidays, it's very cool, it's very lots of things to do, you visit the beach a lot. But when you live in Dubai, the energy is also quite rough, quite aggressive. I was talking to my friend in Dubai, and he told me that yes, Dubai is aggressive. It can be aggressive. And in order to feel great there, you need to also hustle and bustle, how they say. You need to move, you need to do something, you need to achieve things, which is completely understandable. That's why I believe that Dubai is an amazing place. If you have a certain goal, if you have a certain business that you want to develop, and you will have like-minded people there, the environment will motivate you because everyone are motivated to make money, to make results, to make goals, and that's amazing. The community is great because apart from tourists, there are many people who work on their projects, they work in different fields and they support each other. If you are thinking about Dubai, it is more a masculine energy in my opinion. But when it comes to Bali, Bali is a bit different. Bali is more feminine energy, is more energy of slowing down, of living in the present moment, of connecting with your feelings, connecting with your body. And that's why all the girls that I know who come to Bali, we always speak about that when you come to Bali, you feel so much in your feminine energy, you want to dress up, you feel connected to your body, to your emotions, you start looking very beautiful because you stop hustling and you finally have the moment to slow down a little bit. And for a woman, it is so important to slow down, to rest, to connect with her body, with her emotions and feelings, with Mother Nature. And this is what happens in Bali, basically. If the Dubai or Moscow, or another example could be New York, is more about doing, Bali is more about being. When you come here, when you see this beauty, you want to just witness it every day without much action. You want to become an observer and just capture, feel the moment. And this is the most precious time, I believe, when we're able to truly come back here and now. Stop running somewhere, stop hustling, stop achieving, and just realize I am alive. And this life is so beautiful. And sometimes we don't even see what surrounds us. We don't even appreciate it because we're so busy in achieving something, trying to run somewhere. I'm not saying that this is bad, and there is a phase in your life when this experience should also happen. It cannot always be. You also need to add some action. It's like this balance between masculine and feminine within you, because if you will be just being, you're not going to move forward that much. Or if you will be only doing, there will be no point in life, because there will be no joy. And joy comes when you are in relaxation, when you are in the state of present moment. My biggest realization about Bali is that this place is for those who are so tired of running, who are so tired of hustling, and who want to experience life, who want to experience joy, who want to experience connectedness, and especially for women who want to experience deeper their feminine energy. On the contrary, the disadvantage is that because here it's all about being, and honestly every day you just want to enjoy, you start being a little bit lazy, and you forget about your goals. That's why it is very important, if you want to live in Bali, to have a discipline, to have a certain plan or some sort of a structure of where are you heading, what are your steps gonna be. Because without the plan, without the discipline, you may lose yourself in this delulu world. At some point realize that you're also losing a sense of purpose, and everything that seemed so enjoyable at some point loses its beauty. If you're doing your business, you need to know that environment is quite relaxed here, and that's why it's in your hands to make everything happen. And you need to make the structure, you need to have some sort of discipline, and you need to prioritize at least some time during the day when you're focusing on your goals and your desires. Even if you're a woman, if you live here, it's important to remember that. This is my main view on life in Bali. Now you know the advantage, a beautiful advantage, as well as disadvantage that you need to consider as well if you want to try life here. But overall, I can say that this is one of my favorite places to live, one of my favorite places to spend my time in, and here I feel the most balanced and the most alive.